Okay, we're back from changing the tape. We are down to
Removal
removing
of policy 5722, which we are recommending total removal. That's why it's all crossed out. It's all covered under law. We don't need this policy.
So moved.
So moved.
Second. Motion to act on that removal. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. And then there are two receives only, 9.7.1.
Receive only, search and seizure. This has been reviewed as a K policy and regulation. We've looked over all of that. We looked at several versions of this and made several revisions. This is what the policy we've come up with, and the regulation. This is just to receive, so you will have time to look at it and make all the changes you want.
It must be.
Just so everyone knows, this is one of the original policies that happened to be purchased from the 1998 volume, and this was on our schedule to review because it had never been reviewed. And so we wanted to finish up those lists.
You brought out, we do review all the policies, try to review them on a regular basis.
Right.
But as you know, that book is very big, and as we go through them, we find things that need to be
And we do have a
updated
schedule
on a regular basis.
Yeah, and then we do have a schedule for the year, and this was one of those that we knew we needed to review. We just kept putting it off, but we went line by line by line. But this is just to receive only.
How do we receive
it? Does meet all
My
regulations.
PDF
It has to be resent electronically. It didn't come with the agenda.
You got to read it more quickly. You know, the lending dates come up where they find you in the library.
This is just to look at for
Well,
your
the policy.
review. That's
Kind
what
of
it is.
how did we receive it? I know what it means.
We need to resend the policy electronically on the agenda.
We didn't
That
receive
paper.
it. We didn't get that either.
Ask her to get
We
it
did
out.
not receive it. That's my
It
point.
is true. So that needs to be resent.
Yep.
Yes.
And if I can suggest, if people have potential amendments to it, maybe we could look at them before, like, the August 12th meeting, and feel free to forward that to Mrs. Dudley, and she can try to
If
incorporate
you have any
that
suggestions, let me know.
whatever way
Yep,
works.
thank you.
Okay, so then we're up to item 10, unfinished business. Nothing. My least favorite agenda item. 11.1, policy committee. Is there anything other than what we've already done?
No.
Facilities committee.
Yes. I just wanted to give a little bit of update on the high school, just because people were interested. They are having the first batch of bids is supposed to come in tomorrow. Tomorrow night. The next batch is supposed to come in on the 16th. You'll see some work starting to go on around here. Southern Connecticut Gas is moving gas hookup. Doing. They moved some pine trees outside the auto shop. Working on stuff and start putting a road in there. Ropes course in the process of being reinstalled. You'll start to see trailers and prepping area start to come up in the next month or so. You'll also a couple of personnel have changed on the side of some of the contractors, so you might see different faces in some of the meetings and some of the documents. So just to let you know that that's happening. That's about it. We are going to have a special meeting, I think, this month. It hasn't been scheduled yet because they're waiting for the facility needs assessment to come back to actually set date on that, to actually so what they can. So just let me know that too. So you should get a notice on that.
Okay.
Any questions?
Questions, comments?
When will those bids be made public?
They usually, the bids themselves come in and they're opened by the
general contractor, by Fusco O&G.
O&G, right. And then as soon as they prep them, put them together, and they hand them to the, once they give them on the 9th, the first bid's supposed to come in, then there'll be public documents. I don't know when they're going to get posted for everybody to see.
Yeah, the first batch will be shared with the building committee.
That's pretty important in terms of where we're going to come
I
in
mean, they'll be
financially.
public at the building committee
Just
meeting
be
where they're actually
personally
open
interested in
and-
hearing about that.
Well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a little look at maybe the next time after the bids come in, we'll give some indication of where we are in terms of budgeting. Some prices have gone up, some have stayed steady, some have gone down. So it's going to be, we'll see where we are in the mix at that particular point in time. I'm sure ONG Fusco, as soon as they come in, will have a nice report that they'll share with everybody. It might not be a bad idea sometime in the fall after all the bids come in and stuff like that to put it on a workshop.
Right. I'll be attending the meeting tomorrow night when the first group comes in. We'll get our first sense of how the bids are coming in, so tomorrow is an important meeting. But I think you're right. I think after we have a significant portion in or all in, to get back to this board and tell you how the pricing looks, and then once all the boards are in, all the bids are in, they will set the guaranteed maximum price, and that's an important figure for all of us. Once that's set, we know how much this is going to cost us overall. I'd be happy to give the board an informal sense tomorrow evening when the meeting's over. Good news, bad news, great start,
Well, I think it's going to be a little hard, only because it depends what is coming in.
Right.
Some of the items tend to vary a lot. So if you have a $100,000 item and it's varying 10%, who cares? If you have a $10 million item and it's varying 50%, it makes a big difference. So
Right.
It's going to be hard to judge exactly what percentages come in and where the variability, whether we reduced our volatility or variability associated with the price is enough in the first round. You're not going to have a good sense, my guess, is till the end of the second round. So maybe sometime in August you'll have a better understanding. Maybe the August meeting you'll have something.
Okay. Finance Committee, anything other than what we talked about?
No.
Okay. Town liaisons, anything? Public questions? The remaining member of the public has no questions.
She wants to know when she's going home.
All right, so we do have a short executive session regarding the superintendent's evaluation. So is there a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Second.
All right, then we will, all in favor?
Aye.
Then we'll come back into public session only for the purpose of adjourning, and there will be no more public votes this evening.
No, you cannot adjourn a public session.